All right. We are here. What night is it? Tuesday, right?
Tuesday.
Tuesday. Awesome. These things we do them during the week, and sometimes they're you never know what day it is. Last week we had Wednesday. We had Jeff Jenkins and these jazz guys, Bijou Barbosa and Gabe Mervine, and we did this whole thing. It was really fun. But tonight we have Foxfeather. You guys, thanks so much for being in the house with us tonight. I originally saw you guys. Yeah, there we go. I originally saw you guys for a second in Alaska, which is so weird, but we were at the same festival together. And Carly, you're from Alaska, right?
Originally, yeah. So from the peninsula, so just a few hours from the Kenai Peninsula where we were. We were in Ninilchik, but a couple hours north of there.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it was great to go through, and I've been there a few times, and it was awesome. But it was so I got a chance just a second to come over. I was hanging out with Jay, your drummer, and he was like, "Man, you really ought to think about having these guys on and do the thing." And I'm so grateful. He's so great. He's such a great drummer and producer, and he does everything. And he kind of gave me his blessing to ask you guys. So hopefully I'll fill the shoes tonight, and we can play through some of your music and get to know Foxfeather and see what you guys are up to. So maybe we should start with a song.
Let's do it.
And this one's called One Woman Show. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Oh, and I'm going to get you a little something here.
Little something.
Little clicky clicky?
A little clicky clicky. I don't know when they told you that I'm a low-level fraud. It's too cold this time of year to feel so all alone. In another lifetime I was meant perfect in my permanence. A glass of Pinot Grigio, a woman in a one-man show, magazine pranks with Kennedys. I'm falling slowly to my knees. In another lifetime I was meant perfect in my permanence. Late night payphone lullabies. I'll pay $1 for a song. And hope it quells the dread inside. What I've been hiding all along. In another lifetime I was meant perfect in my permanence. In another lifetime I was meant perfect. magic has been sown. A force so heavy it could break this woman's one-man show.
That is cool, man. Where do you guys come up with this stuff?
That
Dark-
one was a dream.
It was a dream. I could see that.
Yeah. It's an older song. It's off of our 2018 record.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I had a dream that I was singing that song, and I had this sparkly dress on, and I was on stage, and then I woke up and I wrote down a bunch of the lyrics, and then we just sort of elaborated on it. But
You guys totally capture the mood. I mean, it's really great. So we have Carly Rick Smith and Laura Page Stratton in the room over here, and you guys are the main songwriters for Foxfeather, and you guys met in high school in Telluride. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, and you said your folks still live down there in.
my folks live in Ridgeway.
Yeah. We have a friend who had a house there, and we were able to hang out there a little bit. It was great.
It's awesome. I love it there.
And then, so when did you leave Telluride area and head up in these different directions?
We both came up for college to Boulder.
Uh-huh.
So we went to CU in 2005. 2005.
Yeah.
So.
And did you guys have a little band going in Telluride before that, or were you?
Oh no. We high school drunkenly discovered that we both liked Led Zeppelin one night, and then 2 years later we were like, maybe we should play music together. But no, we didn't play in high school together. No.
All right.
Yeah, that it took freshman year, I think, of college. We started doing covers, and then we started writing.
Yeah, it took a while for us to put a band together. There were several years where we were just Carly E. Laura, and would play open mics here and there, and write in our, in our house, and play it for our roommates, and that was it. And then one day we were like, let's try this for real. So, yeah.
And when did that start? The band for the first incarnation?
So we released our first EP in 2014. So we started thinking about and writing that we had a lot written already, but creating that in 2013. And then we recorded it and released it in 2014. So.
And the rest is history.
And the rest
you guys
is
are on
history.
steamrolling.
We're just all, what? Yeah, sure.
Well, I love your songwriting. I mean, I was able to play through this stuff last night and this morning a little bit, and to kind of get a chance to dig in, and it's really, really outstanding music. I mean, it's really inspiring, and it's very moody, and it takes you a lot of different places. And but along the way, I do want to give you a chance, if you want to say anything about whatever song we're playing, like this next song, Not Coming Back. And if you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to talk about it. But if there's anything that inspired you, or any little message that you want to let anyone know about, feel free.
Well, Not Coming Back's kind of got a creepy history. It's really subtle, so it's kind of like a, between us kind of idea.
Sure.
But it's, we wrote it when we were camping up with our friend and one of our producers, Jagoda, and we were camping up in Wyoming at Fremont Lake, and we wrote it in a tent about if we were serial killers.
Oh God.
Right? But you don't really get it. It's really subtle in the song. There's a couple little tiny little Easter egg kind of things.
I'm gonna go out the door for a break real quick. I'm not coming back, but
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so it's not as creepy at sounding as that backstory, but
right.
There's a couple little Easter eggs in there.
And so can we mention Jagoda real quick? I've seen him at the Folks Festival playing percussion with everybody under the sun, and that's how you guys met him?
Forever ago, at Song School.
Uh-huh.
Because we went to, Song School, which is a songwriting workshop for about 10 years.
Yep, here in Lyons, Colorado, at the Folks
Lyons.
Festival the week before.
Exactly.
And you guys should sign up, everybody. Come to Lyons.
It's life-changing.
Highly recommend it, yeah.
We went for a decade straight.
Wow, you guys went every year.
For 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And then the last year we taught a class.
It shows.
And then thanks.
It shows.
It's a great experience. Lots to learn there and people to meet. Like Jagoda, he was a friend, and then we started working with him and had a lot of influence on, especially like the EP that we did with a few other songs that we'll be playing tonight.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, let's give this one a shot. Not coming back. I guess I count this one in, and we go from there, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
All right.
Never be a maid of honor. Pain runs hot within my veins. They'll never smile at my wake. None of you remains with me now. Poured you out a long time ago. Carried you there and I carried you back. And I dumped you by the road. Slapped down the law, jumped the tracks. Can't catch me now. I'm not coming back. These songs make it easy as I'm hustling the road. You'll be dead before you know. And he was standing as my sponsor as I was ushered into the world. Carried me there and he carried me back. And he dumped me by the road. Slapped down the law, jumped the tracks. Catch me now. I'm not coming back. Track. Can't catch me now. Slap down the law, jump the tracks. You can't catch me now. I'm not coming back.
So this is great. I got to meet all you guys today, and here we are playing your music. I'm so lucky.
Right? Yeah.
And you
and
guys
you're rocking it.
You guys sound great. I mean, it sounds like a record in here. It's your vocals and everything.
Knock on wood.
So, but I want to make sure everybody else gets introduced while we're in here. So we have Blake Smith over here on the lonely guitar. And how long have you been in with these guys?
I joined in, I believe, mid-2017, so a little over 5 years now that I've been getting to play with them, and it's been a real fun time the whole time. Happy to be.
And so you guys have a core band, and then you guys add on. I saw from your from up at the Fort Collins, the festival up there, and so forth. You sometimes have fiddle players, and you have other singers and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I think at most we've had 9. We did one show with a little horn section. We had Kate Farmer singing backup vocals. We had
Did she used to live in Lyons? Kate?
She's from Jamestown.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I knew her. I think I did. Anyway.
Probably.
Yeah. Did she move away and then move back or no?
She lives in Fort Collins now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll shut up.
She lived in
So kind
Jamestown.
of.
She lived in Boulder. She lived in Jamestown. She lives in Fort Collins.
Yeah.
That might be, Kate, if you're watching, I'm sorry if I got the timeline wrong.
That's all right. I'm screwing it all up.
Yeah.
So you got in like 5 years ago, and then are you like new? You were saying like I'm the new guy.
Yeah, I think this is gig number 4.
Chad is gig number 4.
Chad, the
Yeah.
new
We're
guy.
breaking in Chad.
We had one kind of one-off in 2020 when we were doing like the outdoor thing at a drive-in movie theater in Fort Collins.
Oh,
But I've known you all for years. I've lived in the Boulder area for about 8 years, and I've known most of you most of that time. So, but yeah, I think this is gig number 4 or 5.
Wow. All right. Well, this is my. Well, I'm just sitting in.
Yeah.
But and then
now.
Jay Elliott, who is a phenomenal drummer and engineer and producer and stuff. And how long has he been working with you guys? Or he subs in and out, or how does that work?
Okay, so he was the engineer for our 2018 album, 2016
Yeah.
album. And after that, he sort of was our sub.
Yep.
And then we just sort of we really just kind of roped him in.
Hey, can you play this other gig? And can you come to Alaska with us? And
Yeah,
can
you want to go to Alaska?
Yeah.
And so now he's been playing with us since then. So, 5, 6,
That's-
7.
A little bit longer
Years.
than Blake, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we kind of had a couple different drummers at the
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
But we've been working with him for longer.
Yeah. He's a great guy. I really enjoyed hanging out with him. And
Love him.
We love him.
And yeah, so I hope to get him up here one of these days, and it'd be fun if he surprised me, walk through the door, and be like, "Hey, play your
planned
gig."
that.
Well, let's jump into another tune. Can you tell us a little bit about "Come and Get Me"?
Yeah, so Come and Get Me was another dream song of mine that the lyrics anyways. I had this dream that our friend's band was on the cover of this big magazine and was doing so well, and this was back in 2017 or something. And that it was for this song, Come and Get Me. And I dreamt it, and then I woke up and I was like, no way, that's my song. And so I wrote down the lyrics, and then I brought them to Laura, and we figured it out.
Yeah, this was a hard one to write. This is one that we almost gave up on a lot.
Can you tell us a little bit about your process? You know, how you guys shed a song. You know, I mean, someone comes up with an idea, and what's your little? I mean, you don't have to give it away, but
No,
like,
no.
what's the? What's?
It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, like, how do you guys get in there and?
You want to start?
It's, I mean, kind of different every time, but usually we'll get together, we'll set aside a writing night. Carly brings her journals, I'll bring my journals. One of us will have, hopefully, an idea, like either a musical or a line or a skeleton of a song. And we put those ideas together.
Yeah.
Are these like scheduled nights, like, okay, every second Tuesday of the month? Or is it like, hey, what are you doing on Thursday?
Historically, they were scheduled.
Uh-huh.
COVID kind of made everything crazy, which really should have been more writing, but
We wrote a lot.
we wrote a lot, yeah. But now they're sort of here and there where we can. So yeah, we still schedule them. It's just not as
They're not regular.
they're not as regular.
And it's got to be when, when the inspiration
Right.
is there.
The inspiration.
I'm like, I have
feel it.
4 ideas.
Yeah.
Do you guys have popcorn at your writing session? No.
No, but we have boxes of wine
Well,
and
yeah.
boxes
Oh,
of tequila.
okay. That's
Same
how,
thing, you know.
that's how it goes.
Tomato,
All right.
tomato.
So come and get me. I'll get us going, and we'll do it.
Oh wait, I have a note. I'm supposed to turn something on.
Oh yes, you're turning something. Oh, the little clicky thing,
Yeah.
just to get
Yeah.
going here.
Click, click.
Do you
Yeah,
hear
everyone
that?
Paying attention.
Do you hear that?
I do. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here it comes.
The dishes are gone. The kettle is boiling. I wanted to, but you didn't know how. It's gray outside, and the grass has died. I can't stand it, it's driving me mad. And even though I'm the one that roams, and even though I'm the one that's gone, cracking, and the beam is breaking. I close my eyes, but I can't escape the world. Closets are empty. All my clothes are filthy. I'd give anything to go back in time. And even though I'm the one that roams, and even though I'm the one that's gone, come and get me, I wanna come home. Come and get me, I wanna come home. It breaks my heart when you cut me out. I want to, but you don't know how. You pick me up, you take me home, and you leave me here out on my own. Come and get me, I wanna come home. 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 Come and get me, I wanna come home.
Oh man, these songs are great. Wow.
Thank you.
Snappy pop, great arrangements.
Thank you.
Just so much fun. So much fun.
I haven't said this. I think that's my favorite one so far
Oh yeah?
to play with. Yeah.
The favorite
Aw.
song?
Yeah, I
Well,
really.
it's because we gave you a solo.
A whole measure's worth.
That's what you get in this kind of music, though, right? It's none of that jam band stuff. This is like, you better say something, and you've got like 3 bars,
Yeah,
you know,
that's right.
and it better be good.
You make those
Now's
4
your
beats
time.
really count.
Exactly. Well, this is so much fun, you guys. So I guess I should read a little bit because I didn't. So basically, your bio, Foxfeather, is a sultry alt Americana band founded in 2013 from Boulder, Colorado. Beginning from a lyrical bass, bolstered by strong blues rock instrumentals. Your unique sound captivates your audience. Blah blah blah. You guys are great. And but it's also, I read a little something that said that you guys are self-managed and you do everything yourself. Can you talk a little bit about that, and also being women in music? Kind of give us. I'm opening up a big door here, but you know, I just wanted to talk about that. I mean, I did a lot of touring. I've been a female sing-songwriter's drummer for many different acts, and
I thought you were just going to say you've been a female singer-songwriter.
well, you know, in my past life, yeah. No, but I mean, what's it like for you? You know, and first of all, being self-managed and doing all that, and then being strong women in music.
Good questions. The self-managing part is a lot of work, and it's just taken a long time to build it up, I guess. So much
Trying to get
of it-
that booking agent to like write you back after the 80th.
right, or you're like,
email.
I'm writing on behalf of Foxfeather.
Right. Oh, that's a good
All the
one.
little tricks, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of social media. Yeah, I feel like, as a musician, it's like we spend a lot more time on our computers and emails.
Isn't that a little weird? It's a little weird that we have to do that.
I know.
It's like you feel like you want to be just in your creative cave and doing all that, and then you're like, well, I got to get this video out and blah blah blah. Do
Exactly.
this and that.
You're like, oh, I ran out of like creative juices for my hashtags. I wrote a song earlier. I don't know what to hashtag.
Right.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, that's a lot of it, and I feel like we're fortunate to live in a community where we all kind of like support each other, and we have a lot of different musician friends where we play gigs together and share information, and so that helps.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot of work.
And
Worth
so,
it.
and what's your connection to Fort Collins? Did you do your first record up there, or?
We did. Yeah, with Justin Roth.
Just-
who we also met at Song School.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because they've got a great thing going on, obviously, with Bohemian Nights and all the stuff they do.
We love Fort Collins.
We love Fort Collins. Yeah.
We love you, Fort Collins.
And then, and then you guys play. I mean, I don't know like all the different rooms and places that you play, but you guys do the kind of the Front Range scene, the Fox Theater, and those kind of things, or.
Yeah. We do. We've done the Fox Theater, Boulder Theater.
I saw you did the Mission Ballroom. Is that right? Did you guys do that? Oh, I thought I saw something on your thing. That's coming next.
We will do the Mission Ballroom.
Yeah.
See, once you come through the Wreckingroom in Lions, you go straight to the Mission Ballroom.
Right up
like,
there, right?
You just pick up the phone, and
Totally.
yeah. Well, you guys should be doing that because these songs are great, and when
thank
people
you.
catch on to them,
Thanks.
I'll be like, "Hey, could I get a ticket?"
Yeah. We'll see. No.
You think I could? Can I bring you drinks on stage?
Yeah.
Only if you sit in with us.
Right.
Yeah. We'll make Jay sit off the stage for just one song.
Just one. Yeah.
Was Brian's
No, I'll be his
agent.
drum tech for the night.
Yeah.
That'll be great.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Okay, I want to move on to another song. We have "Ghost of You." Is this another in the spooky dream world, or is this something?
This is more in the struggles of maintaining bands, friendships, that sort of thing over the course of time and events.
Yep.
And this is a little bit of a sad heartbreak song, right? Not necessarily about a romantic thing, but just sort of betrayal and loss and dealing with that. So,
Yeah. We all feel that as artists. We have these really, really intimate relationships with the people that we work with, and I've experienced that before, where, you were playing in some group or doing some kind of thing, and then something else changed that, and it was tough. I don't know that that's what your song is about, but I definitely identify with some of those.
Yeah, and it's really hard. It's you make these close ties, and then they can just very quickly be dissolved. So. Yeah, so that's this.
All right, this is "Ghost of You" by Foxfeather.
You told me you'd cry. Didn't see a tear in your eye. You told me you'd die without me by your side. Textures in the wall, the between shadows call. We'll play the chords once again till we usher the pain. I'm falling out of reach of you. Can't find a center to my day. Talking to the ghost of you, it's the only way. It's the only way. The rumors run like the rise of the sun. Years keep passing on by. You still skin me with your smile. The poison burns. You think I fucking learn, but I'll hold you inside for the rest of my life. I'm falling out of reach of you. Can't find a center to my day. Talking
my day. Talking to the ghost of you, it's my only way. Yes, I'm falling out of reach of you. Can't find a center to my day. Talking to the ghost of you, it's my only way. It's my only way.
That was cool. Wow. I want to ask you guys about influences now because, you know, I want to know who made you do all this stuff. Carly, let's start with you.
First of all, I want to shout out to Evan, who I just watched his episode, and his influences were girls and birds.
Evan Grace. I mean, he's the absolute best. I've been neighbors and friends with him for years. And the Grace Design guys, they make great equipment and they're wonderful, wonderful people.
Yeah.
And he's a class act and a great songwriter. But yes,
Yeah, I was
girls
like,
and
that's
birds.
Such a good answer. You know, I grew up listening to a lot of like Bonnie Raitt. I mean, a big variety, but Bonnie Raitt, Patsy Cline, Billie Holiday. Big influences for me. Lots of, you know, on the folky side of stuff, Joni Mitchell.
What was the rock side of stuff besides Zeppelin?
Oh, the rock side?
Yeah.
Janis Joplin was huge. I mean, my dad got me a box set of her CDs when I was, I don't even know, maybe like 12, and I was like, who is
overwhelmed.
this? Yeah, I was like, how can she do that? So yeah, big influence for me. And then more modern, like, you know, Rachel Price is like my hero from Lake Street. That,
Yes.
Ditto.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that band is incredible. I was able to see them over at the Folks Fest, and
Yeah.
I was so blown away.
They're incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're incredible. Her control, her vocal control. I'm just like, oh my
Who's the
God.
drummer guy? I met him for a minute. He sings too, and he's
I don't know
incredible.
his
His name
Do
is
you know
Mike
his name?
Calabrese.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
They all write too. All
They-
four
yeah.
of them. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Bridget
there's-
Kearney, the bass player. Oh,
I know. I
Yeah.
love Bridget Kearney, and
her solo stuff's really
her
good.
solo stuff is so good. So yeah, those are some of my. I'm sure there's more, and
Yeah.
you know, I'm just drawing a huge blank right now.
What about you, Laura?
Dina Washington. Okay.
Yeah, she's off the hook. Not just for a minute. Just for a minute.
Yeah, growing up when I was like getting into music, same thing. My mom like introduced me to Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, Led Zeppelin, and then when I started playing guitar, it was like Sheryl Crow, Melissa Etheridge, Ani DeFranco, Brandi Carlile, really, yeah, and Melissa Farrick.
Oh,
We have,
yeah.
like good guitar playing,
I'm trying to remember. She was
strong female, good lyrics. That's
yeah.
yeah.
I remember when
That's
she
the
used to
trick.
come around.
Yeah, she did used to come around.
Yeah.
I know. I love Melissa Farrick.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to space. I'll remember her name in a minute. There was a woman that toured with us with Mindy Smith who was freaking awesome, and I'll come back to it and remember her name. She was incredible. What about you?
That's I listen to a lot of different stuff. That's kind of a big question. Guitar. We're a band that you're going to get us just listing endlessly if you don't stop us on that question.
Well, I want you to because I have to get back
Great.
online here real quick.
Guitar-wise, Radiohead was kind of the band that grabbed me, and I was like, how did they do that? How can I do that? But I like the kind of modern folk with a twist that's kind of having a little bit of a renaissance right now. And you know, the Decemberists, the National, Wilco, which I probably made myself a little old calling them all modern, but I love them
Yeah, you're dating yourself.
a little
right?
bit. And yeah, and just a lot of fun guitar rock. Like I was a dumb high school guitarist, just all the loud stuff, all the fun stuff.
It's the best. Yeah, actually, Wilco just did a stream on Volume not too long ago. There was a big festival in California that they streamed called the Ranch Life Festival. And I watched some of the Wilco stream. That was
Nice.
that was kind of
Was
fun.
that the one where they did a few tunes with Nora Jones, or am I thinking of something else?
No, I didn't see her up there. But there was a whole bunch of great bands and artists on that particular festival. And but yeah, it was fun to see them again. I used to hang out with their old drummer, guy from Nashville, and he would come into town, and we would walk around Boulder and stuff. This is like way when they first kind of hit. Totally spacing his name. He's a great producer. So I also want to ask you, what are your influences as you're going around?
Well, definitely like some core ones for me, like Brian Wilson and the Beach Boys, like all the mid-'60s stuff. I've been doing some vocal work in the studio with my buddy Christopher Wright, doing a lot of vocal arranging, channeling my inner Brian Wilson lately.
Is that Chris Wright, the guy in North Boulder?
No, there's two Chris Wrights in the area.
I know.
Yeah, there's Chris Wright of Violet, and then there's Chris Wright of Work of Bird Studios and Cinder Sound, and he's a drummer I play with in a few other bands as well.
Awesome.
So yeah, I've been really channeling my inner Brian Wilson lately. Some core ones for me. Anybody that knows me for 5 minutes knows that They Might Be Giants are my ride or die. I actually just saw them in Minneapolis last weekend.
Right on.
Yeah. I've definitely a lot of piano-driven songwriter stuff. Like Ben Folds is on the short list for me. I recently stumbled back into the Crash Test Dummies. I really love their arrangement and their songwriting.
The guy with the super low voice.
Oh my God, I loved them growing up. I was like, how do you sing so
a band that's newer to me that we're all going to go see in a few months is this band called The Beths. Their arrangements and their vocal harmonies, I'm really digging into that right now.
Awesome. Yeah, that Crash Test Dummies, I heard it the other day on the radio, and I was like, how did that ever become a hit? It was it's such a baritone,
oh yeah,
just
very unlikely.
Oh yeah,
very unlikely, and it's so cool.
Very unlikely, yeah.
Well, so your jazzy influences are in this next song, a little bit, and can you tell us a little bit about the End of My Rope?
Yeah, so End of My Rope was written. It's actually a great pair with Ghost of You, sort of this sad, song. But just this is the version where we're just a little bit more pissed off.
We're just a little bit more pissed off.
Yeah, just a little bit. So yeah, we wrote this in a big transition for us, and
we were mad.
We were pissed. We were very mad.
And when was this?
Right before.
Pre or post COVID?
Pre-COVID, right before Blake came around, I think. So historically,
That's why Blake's around.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks,
Blake. Blake's still here.
Exactly. Just wait till they write the next one.
Yeah, I think if memory serves, this was the first song that was new to the band when I was in the band.
I think so.
It was right as I was joining.
And it's fun. It's it's witchy and kind of scary. And the first time Laura and I played it, there's this line, and now I can't think of it. Take care. What is it?
I'm vicious. This is a warning.
I'm vicious. Thank you. I'm vicious. This is a warning. I'm like, I know it's I'm vicious. And the first time we played it, Laura and I played it, just the two of us up at the Gold Hill Pub. They do a little singer-songwriter little round the fire thing. It's lovely and intimate and unplugged and beautiful. And we played this up there. And maybe it wasn't the first time. I don't know. This guy, this older gentleman came up to me after the show and he said, was it I'm vicious? This is a warning? And I was like, yes, that's it. And he was like, you better watch it, girl. And I was like, oh, you better watch it.
Well, at least he was listening.
He
right?
was listening to the lyrics.
That's the most you could ask for.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So.
Awesome. And this is what we had on the little promo. You're going to listen to it when we're done. She did a little voiceover for this little event, and they played it on Lightning 100 in Nashville. And so you can listen to it when we're done. No,
I was too nervous to listen to the voiceover ad that I did before the show. I have to wait till after.
Yeah, we got to wait till after.
There's a great music video for this one.
Oh, is there?
Well.
Okay, plug that, please.
It's pretty fun.
And let's get all the Foxfeather stuff out there. So Foxfeather, give us all the socially stuff.
Foxfeathermusic.com, and then on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, it's all at Foxfeather Music.
Yeah. You guys did it right. It's like it's all the same.
It's all the same. Yeah.
I wish we could take the music out, but somebody else already has the, it's an identifier. But it is hard when we get booked, like when we get billed on festival things, and the sign says like Foxfeather Music, and we're like, no, take the music, obviously. So I have to send a lot of emails like, please take that off.
Right, right.
But, yeah. But this next song, End of My Rope, does have an awesome music video. We shot it up at the Gold Hill Inn.
Mm-hmm.
So thanks, Brian, for letting us use your awesome space. Creation Films were the videographers.
Okay.
Highly recommend working with them. We've done 3 music videos and I think 2 live shows with them now, and they're amazing. They're out of Denver. So Creation Media, Creation Films, Creation with a K. And it's basically a bunch of girls just kicking these guys out of a bar.
I love it. I love it. I want to watch that. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. This is End of My Rope by Foxfeather, and they're on the Wreckingroom channel on volume.com, and we're going to give this a shot. I'll count us in.
I'm a magic flame and I'll burn you if I want to. I'm a solid witch and I'll curse you if I can. I know your flaws and I will use them all against you. This wild woman holds you in her hand. How many years have I been standing in your shadow, and now appear and I glimmer bright with gold. My hex is strong and my ore line deep and fruitful. Don't try and touch me, I'll tear apart your soul. Lightly tread around me. I'm at the end of my rope. Take heed, I'm vicious, this is a warning. I'm at the end of my rope. Don't take a bite, I'll warn you that it's bitter. My apple's sweet till it's acid on your tongue. And down your throat like a snake my poison slithers. You thought you'd try, now the damage has been done. Lightly tread around me. I'm at the end of my rope. Take heed, I'm vicious, this is a warning. I'm at the end of my rope. I'm at the end of my rope. I'm at the end of my rope. Lightly tread around me. I'm at the end of my rope. Take heed, I'm vicious, this is a warning. I'm at the end of my rope. Lightly tread around me. Darling, take heed, I'm vicious. I'm at the end of my rope.
So great. I was telling you guys earlier, I'm at the end of my rope with the Denver Broncos. I watched the game last night, and then I came out and I practiced this song, and I'm like, this should be the fan song for the Broncos right now.
This will just be like their field walk on till they get it together.
Yeah, you know. So, what else did I miss? I missed a lot. Oh, fun factoids, ladies and gentlemen. Do we have some play-in for music for this? Like, exactly.
There we go.
Okay, so Chad, you are the boss of Bros. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so
You're wearing a T-shirt.
I am. Actually, my buddy Christopher, we were talking about earlier, gave this to me as a birthday present a couple weeks back. I just moved to a new apartment from Boulder up to Longmont earlier this year on Bros Street, and he dubbed me the boss of Bros.
Awesome.
Actually, after one of my first rehearsals with these fine folks, maybe a day or two later, I was walking out of an ice cream shop looking at an ice cream cone, and I just told them the story. And Carly saw me. She's driving past me on the street. She rolls down her window and she just shouts out, "Hey, boss of Bros!" And that kind of cemented it, really. And then we were actually on the way to the last gig we all played together, and Chris gave me this T-shirt, and yeah, so now
right.
it's the official shirt I wear to Foxfeather gigs.
The boss of Bros. I love that. That's a great shirt. Blake, I heard that you were into gardening.
I'm very into gardening.
Into gardening.
That's a rabbit hole I fell down during the pandemic pretty hard.
Is it flowers or vegetables or
both?
Everything?
Yeah. Like 70-30 vegetables to flowers, but a lot of flowers. Bring the pollinators in. Some nice pest repellent flowers and just pretty flowers.
And so you just the pandemic, you're
Exactly.
like, I'm going to do this.
Yeah, pretty much. Just kind of wanted to get in touch with the planet and try it, and it kind of
It's giving
took
back
over my
to you.
brain. Yeah,
That's great.
It just feels great.
And so you're also, I heard you're an engineer for someone who's a popular, Comic-Con person or what?
Yeah, I do music for a YouTube personality. Her name's Ginny D, and she's fantastic. She's a really good friend of mine from college, and it kind of started as her making silly videos in college and me being the person she knew who could make music for her videos, and kind of spiraled, and she does really cool original songs now that we write together, parodies, all kinds of cool content about D&D and fantasy and all kinds of nerdy stuff. You should check her out.
So, and what's that on YouTube?
Ginny D, D-I.
Ginny D. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, we write music together, record it together, have a fun time making things.
We have someone on the chat here. Sorry, I haven't been looking at the chat. Someone by TT Anna said, "I came here as a fan of Foxfeather without knowing much about the premise of this show, and I love it." So, thanks for checking it out. Laura, you just passed your real estate exam. Is that true?
I did.
You did.
I did.
What?
Yeah.
Was that hard?
It was no.
It was okay. It was easy.
It was a nightmare.
She was not stressed at all.
Yeah, it was hard. Yeah.
Staying up all night and
lots of studying. I was having the weirdest dreams about encroachments and for sale by owners and the weirdest things in my brain. Yeah, it was all consuming, but
encroachments are important. Everybody pay attention to that. We've had some
right.
And easements.
And warranty deeds. It's very boring stuff. Yeah.
That's cool.
But that part is done.
She did pass it in her first go, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Not just a fabulous songwriter. So you guys do mostly original music, but sometimes we can twist your arm to do a cover. Is that possible?
Yep. We can do it. We can do it.
We like it.
We can do it.
We like it. Yeah, we like doing covers from time to time,
Yeah. Well, this one that you chose is awesome. I've never played it before, and I heard it a bunch as a kid, as we all did, and it's great. So and you do a great job of it. And so
thank you.
So we're going to give it a shot. This is Foxfeather on the Wreckingroom channel on volume.com, and you guys might know this one.
It seemed that life was so wonderful, a miracle. Oh, it was beautiful, magical. And all the birds in the trees, well, they'd be singing so happily, joyfully. simple man. Won't you please tell me what we've learned? I know it sounds absurd. Please tell me who I am. I said, watch what you say, or they'll be calling you a radical, a liberal, a fanatical criminal. And won't you sign up your name? We'd like to see you're presentable, responsible, oh, acceptable, a vegetable. Hey, hey, yeah. There are times when all the world's asleep, when questions run too deep for such a simple man. Won't you please tell me what we've learned? I know it sounds absurd. Please tell me who I am. Who I am. Who I am. Who I As I was feeling so logical, digital. 1, 2, 3, 5.
We made it.
We made it.
I totally lucked out at the end of that tune. I was like, well, I think this is the end. We all started together and ended together, so that's a good
It
thing.
was perfect. Yeah.
That
I've been
was
playing that song for a while now, and we still have that same reaction every time we nail it. We're all,
It's a really interesting song, the way it's phrased. You know, it's got those bars of two and blah blah blah, and every now and then there's and what's it like to sing?
Really hard.
Yeah.
This is one of my husband's favorite bands of all time. So I've been listening to this song for years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've been together for years, over a decade, and so I've been listening to it forever. And when we decided to cover it, I was like, I got this in the bag. I know this song.
And
Oh
it's
my God,
and
it's
it's
so hard.
really hard.
Well, there's all these rhymey words, and you have
Uh-huh.
to get them in the right order, which I never do. So sorry, guys. And then the timing coming out of the solo, I'm always like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's nope, yep, and yeah. So it's a hard song, but it's really fun, and people like it. So.
Yeah, I mean, we all grew up. You know, I mean, I really didn't like it when I was a kid, but I was kind of more of a, Van Halen rocker kid or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little too light for me, but now I can appreciate the musicality of that song. It's amazing.
Totally. Yeah.
If you guys are watching us on Facebook and you want to ask anyone a question, please go over to volume.com/Wreckingroom. That's WRECKINGROOM. And if you jump in the chat and you want to ask any of us a question, please check it out. You can also follow this channel on volume.com and on the Wrecking Room, and we press a little button and it sends you a little browser notification that says, hey, we're streaming now, and then you can check out whatever's next. So thanks again for you guys coming. This is so much fun, and I'm so happy we have more music to play. I mean, thanks for being good sports and wanting to, because I was just like, I want to play a lot of songs, and your songs are great. So,
Thanks for doing this with us.
yeah, it's a blast.
Yeah. Thanks for inviting us.
So our next song is Too Damn Small. Is that right?
it's right.
Yeah, and Laura's going to start that one? Okay. And is there anything about this song we should talk about, or?
This is kind of another Dream song.
Okay, how many are Dream songs? Like 80%,
No,
60%?
I think these are just
Only
these
three.
three. I think
Okay.
just these
The 3 Dream songs.
three. I don't know. I forget until they come up, and then I'm like, oh yeah, and that one too.
How
This-
often do you remember your dreams? Like,
I have crazy.
She
dreams.
remembers every
You
detail.
remember all of
like every detail.
okay.
Songs are hard. I have to get up immediately and like go sit at my piano and like try and pick out some melody that I heard and then write down the words right away. I'll just do a voice memo and like sing it. I have all these.
So will
voice
you
memos
get
of
up in
me
the
being
middle
like,
of the middle of the night,
So asleep.
like if you had a scary
if-
dream or something? Would you then I got to go do this and
So this song
Yeah,
is like in the middle of the night right
okay.
after COVID hit.
yeah?
Just freaking out, and I wrote it. My pillow is right next to my window, and
Mm-hmm.
I like wrote it on the windowsill. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
like in a little on like a receipt, and was
Wow,
like,
yeah,
"Ugh,"
exactly.
like right, it's something in my bedside table, the junk table.
Yeah.
And I just wrote these lyrics down, and I think we saved I don't think we changed any of the lyrics from the original. Maybe one lyric from the original, like write down. But I didn't write the music for this. Laura and I got together, and she did.
On one of the Tuesday nights with the box wines and the tequila.
Yeah. This one kind of all came out at once. Yeah.
It did.
Just saying, Come and Get Me, that was hard. That took forever to write. This one, it's the best when, like, so sometimes I'll like be like, play a little progression, and Carly's like, I know those words. Hang on.
You guys are just like that,
And this was like the opposite. She had these words. I was like, oh yeah, I know the music that goes for that.
Wow.
It's like this.
Yeah.
So this
All
one came
right.
out pretty easily.
I'm excited. This is Too Damn Small by Foxfeather.
What's in a word? You tell me you're sorry. I've heard it before. It doesn't faze me. What's in a phrase? A tear-rimmed gaze if there's nothing in you. This world is too damn small for a woman like me to tumble and fall. I'll change my mind. You tell me this softly. I'll be back soon. You're yelling it now. I'll be so sorry, so goddamn sorry I ever left you. What's in a dream? What's in a dream? The earth is quaking. I should have seen. There's so much at stake. How could I know that time never slows? It's killing me now. This world is too damn small for a woman like me to tumble and fall. I'll spread my wings out wide. I'll brace myself and I'll take to the sky. You don't know what's buried in me, the force of my blow. I won't save my breath, I'll
I love watching you drum.
I'm breaking stuff while it's happening.
Hey, you get
No,
into
it's
it.
getting
You're all,
into it. This is like this is really cool. It's retro and it's awesome. It was really, really fun that, and how you guys have this like, Bee Gees moment in a way, it's really fun. So thank you guys for doing this. This is a blast.
Thank you.
Thanks. We have a bass player to thank for that little Bee Gees moment.
Yeah, tell us.
Our old bass player, Mark Dabrowski, when we were recording this song, or maybe when we were just learning it, came up with that sort of disco-y bass line, and it changed everything.
It does, and then you get that.
So thanks, Mark.
Yeah, we were like, oh, I didn't know that's where that song was going to go. Totally.
Isn't that a great
Of course we're
part?
disco now.
Yeah. But it's so great that that you can take your songwriting in all these different kinds of directions. It's really really fun, especially for me. What else? I was going to ask you something else. So what's coming up for Foxfeather? What's records tour? I know you guys did a record in Lyons here for Octave Records.
We did.
And that's really awesome. And you did it on DSD, and you did it at this great studio called Animal Lane. And you had Evan Grace produce it. And Jay was working, right?
Yep, he was engineering as well as Gus Skinas.
Yep.
Yep.
And did Eric Moon play on that one?
He did.
So he's my co-founder in Go-Go Lab. And if you haven't seen Go-Go Lab, it's we're actually playing. I'm going to plug our show. The 29th, we're playing at the Boulder Dairy Center. It's a Saturday, and we're going to have a live visual artist, like a computer-generated visual artist, and we are going to be freaking out, and we improvise everything. And so it's Eric Moon, myself. We're going to have Steve Vedite, who played with Citizen Cope, and he used to own Immersive Studios. And who's our bass player that night? I'm spacing. Eric Tureen from Lyons.
Awesome.
So that's going to be fun. Anyway, that's my little plug for Go-Go Lab coming up here soon.
Fun.
But you had Eric Moon on that. He's a super creative freak genius.
Yeah. I was out of town for some unavoidable reason when he did his tracking, but Laura was sending me like videos and recordings, and I was like, Jesus.
the guy's
amazing.
Yeah.
I wish I'd been there.
incredible.
I was like, why can't I be there?
And he plays this wacky computer thing. I mean, he plays all the real instruments too, but he has this wacky computer thing, which is, incredible how he can come up with all these sounds. But then he can also walk in and play the most beautiful accordion part you've ever heard for like a slow blues, and he'll make you cry doing that. So it's amazing the level of all the different things he can do. But anyway, enough about Eric Moon. So anyway, what else is coming up for you guys? So you did that record, and then what's going on with you guys this fall, or anything to note coming up?
Well, we had a super busy, crazy summer.
Yes.
It was great. And but we kind of lost some writing time. So going to the fall, we've got some duo stuff, some trio arrangements as well, and we're really trying to kind of start work on. We've been writing again. We're trying to start work on a new record. So hopefully we will have a new record coming out.
We've had a good track of like every 2 to 3 years putting something out. So
it was every 2 years until stupid COVID.
I know.
Yeah,
So we've got
hot
another
take,
year
COVID sucked.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're I mean, I think what's our next show? We're doing the Chautauqua.
Yeah, Chautauqua, November 12th.
Okay.
That's at like the Chautauqua Community
Oh
Center.
yeah, the
So
community
those are-
house thing. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
beautiful space. It's a great listening room.
It should be really fun. So
Yeah.
that'll
Yeah.
be the two of us, and Kate Farmer will be joining us
Okay.
on our tunes, and Dutch and Hawk is opening the night.
Detchen is great. He's been on this show before. He does a Wednesday night thing at the A-Loft here in Lyons. I don't know if you guys have checked that out. He has songwriters come in, and it's a really cool.
I haven't checked out the A-Lot.
It's tomorrow
I know
night, I
Detchen
think.
very well.
Yeah, he's got a really cool thing here, there's a great space over there, and they got a little
Cool.
stage, and it's a great hangout space, and it's an outdoor thing. It's really, really cool. And he's
Is
been
that
on
like
this
the
show
little
too.
food park looking kind of thing on Main?
Yeah, it's got
Red?
all the red umbrellas.
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
cool.
So
Yeah.
that's one of the awesome things that he's doing in this town. Okay, well we've got a song called "Filling Me Up." Is that right?
That's right.
Do I count that? Wait, what's going on? No, you
Nope,
start
this
that.
will be- yeah,
We
that's
start.
All right. Here's Filling Me Up by Foxfeather.
Saving up my strings for some finer things. You've been telling me I'm missing out. Hurry up and let me go. We both know it'll happen soon. It'll happen anyhow. Met a boy and fell. We couldn't tell that we needed time. Now I'm waiting, hating that he's had his and I've wasted mine. 'Cause I keep filling me up, I keep filling me up, I keep filling me up with you. I keep filling me up, I keep filling me up, I keep filling me up with you. Turned rotations past frustrations, we both feel that the end is nigh. 1 year older, I feel bolder. Perhaps it's time to say goodbye. But I keep filling me up, I keep filling me up, I keep filling me up with you. I keep filling me up, I keep filling me up, I keep filling me up with you. In efforts to stay warm, we built our love a pyre. Fed it with our bodies and sent the smoke into the sky. Flames may stop glowing when they're suffered out. Our ashes burn brighter than any forest fire. I keep filling me up, I keep filling me up, I keep filling me up with you. I keep filling me up, I keep
We all love the rock ending. Come on.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
You guys have that Led Zeppelin upbringing, you know.
Yeah, you know.
Again, great songs, man. Wow. We have a song. The next song is called "The Rules," and this is another big, heavy song. I think I freaked out in the rehearsal on this one. Can you tell us a little bit about this one?
Yeah, so Laura and I were coming back from a little duo tour a few years back. And yeah, we had been up in the Midwest, and we actually recorded a song with some friends up there. And
we're in the Midwest.
We played a show in Minnesota.
We recorded it in Minneapolis, but we played
in
Omaha
Minnesota
all the
and
way.
in Wisconsin that time, right?
Well, that time we just went up to record. We just went to Minneapolis, stopped in Omaha.
Mm-hmm. We've gone up there a lot, so we do.
I think that time was.
I think we stopped in Omaha. We do like a little Nebraska,
Sure.
Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan thing. Since COVID, we haven't done that, but we used to do it a lot. So
Yeah.
trying to remember which one that was.
Those are great markets.
Yeah,
really great places.
We've met some amazing people up there too. So, yeah. We love it there. So hopefully we'll be back soon, but we haven't since before the pandemic.
Right.
So,
So, ladies and gentlemen, get ready.
yeah. Yeah.
Maybe after the winter, or
Yeah,
you don't want to go
maybe.
up there in the winter, right?
No,
The
no.
buildings are
No.
connected by like
Yeah.
walkways, you know, like that's pretty scary, you know.
Yeah, I went up there for Christmas once to visit some friends, and it was fine. I like
Yeah.
the cold, but it's freezing.
It's humid.
So,
cold.
anyways, we were on our way back, and we stopped at a hotel, and on the way back, and we had a couple margaritas at the margarita place next door, and we went back to the room, and we wrote this song. Brent Kavanaugh had just been appointed to the Supreme Court.
Yep.
And we were pretty pissed off
Yep.
and really scared, and so this came from that sort of place.
No wonder it's so powerful.
Yeah. It's this is what, I mean, our current climate is what we were afraid of. So,
Well, this is a great song, "The Rules" by Foxfeather.
Clip her wings, keep her cage. She can fly, don't let her fly away. Hold her close so she can't see the open sky that's waiting. And bang, bang, bang goes the hammer, and down she goes, down she goes. Bang, bang, bang goes the hammer, and down she goes. Give her options, don't let her choose. Either way, make her lose. Find her fire and put it out. She couldn't handle it anyhow. And bang, bang, bang goes the hammer, and down she goes, down she goes. Bang, bang, bang goes the hammer, and down she goes. Tell her real love comes with fear. Say, I'm only protecting you, dear. Keep her weak so you'll feel strong, and pretty soon she'll play along. This game can last for quite a while. You might put her to the edge, but you better hope we
I don't know what to do. I mean, the goosebumps are everywhere. It's so powerful. And now that I know what it's about, it's even that much more powerful. It's wow. Thanks for writing that. Whew. When did that one come out?
That was a single. Jay engineered and produced it for us. Sometime in 2018 or 19, I think. The first time we played it was when there was like a historic amount of women in Congress for the first time, when we were playing at the Fox, and we read all their names, and then we played it, and I could barely get through. I remember just being like, yes.
Wow.
So, so that came out, I want to say like 2018, 2019.
Yeah, I want to say 2019.
2019.
Yeah.
And we also have a great music video for that, too.
Okay.
It's
I'm going to go check that out.
Yeah, choir of women. We got to sing that last big chorus. Yeah. We recorded at E-Town.
Uh-huh.
Really cool. Just a bunch of, awesome, badass women to sing that part with us. It's cool.
It's so powerful. Wow. Well, we got a couple songs left. What else do we need to know about Foxfeather tonight? I mean, thank you guys for playing all these songs. I just was well, can we play some more?
Thank you for playing these songs with us.
Yeah, it's really been a blast, and thanks to Volume.com for helping us out here at the Wreckingroom, bringing in different artists, telling their story. We have a great time, got a great relationship with them, and so thanks to them, we're doing this. Is this real?
Is it? No.
Is it? Is this real?
I don't know.
We're sitting here in a room playing music, and we're streaming it.
Yeah.
I guess it's real.
Yeah.
I also wanted to thank Randy and Christy in the other room. Randy, our faithful engineer, he's always here. He puts 150% into everything. And Christy, you're so awesome. And she comes up and she runs these cameras. She makes everybody look good, and she can mix sound too, right? She mixed you guys.
So a show for us.
So we love having Christy around. Hopefully she'll move to Longmont or Lions someday. We're trying.
Where does she live?
She lives in Denver. Right?
That's too far away.
We're recruiting you from afar.
Come on.
Okay. Well, tell us about Is This Real? Or not.
Yeah.
And we can just play it.
Do you want to start?
Well, it was one that we kind of had on the back burner for a long time. That wrote years ago, and then it kind of became relevant again during COVID, and we were recording this album, and we needed a certain amount of songs, to be honest, and
so it made it on the backside, but
and then I was like, what about that song? Is this real that I have? And then we worked on it and changed it and beefed it up and decided that actually it's a pretty cool song. Evan Grace, as we've talked about before, produced the album, and we just played him a bunch of demos, and we were like, what do you think? Which ones make the cut? And he was like, I love that one. So we were like, cool.
If it's Evan approved, it's it's a good stamp to have.
And it's a sad one.
Yeah. I mean, it does it wasn't necessarily written as a pandemic song, but it is very much applicable to how we were all feeling at the time when we recorded this. When we were masked up trying to make an album in a barn, in an awesome barn, but in a barn.
All right, let's give it a shot.
False alarm. Is this real? Is it happening? Is this it? My heart's breaking, curtains drawn.
curse is cast, hands are tied, I lose my mind. Oh no, how sad, like a dog left on a chain. How to undo this knotted thread? News comes fast and it hits. Moving on, no going back. But I can't breathe and I can't speak. Let me go, please set me free. Oh no, how sad, like a dog left on a chain. How to undo this knotted thread? Oh no. Oh
Wacky. Man, thank you guys so much for coming out. This has been a blast. We're on our last song.
Thank you so much.
Thanks again.
It's
Had a
been
blast
awesome.
meeting everybody, and I'm sure we'll keep in touch. And I'll come over and watch you guys play, and
Yeah.
I'll be Jay's drum tech for tonight. You know? Can you have some water? I have a tambourine. Yeah, but and then so what was so you guys have a performance that was outside during COVID that was on the mountainside that you sent me. You sent me a link to some songs
The
to
Lost
check out.
Angel Fest.
Yeah. Say it again.
The Lost Angel Festival.
That thing.
That one.
And so was that in like Boulder somewhere, or where was
That
it?
was.
It looked kind of like Lions, honestly.
Yeah, it was up like outside of Fort Collins.
Oh, okay.
If I
No,
remember.
that was a different one. This is the one if you go up Boulder Canyon.
What she said.
What Laura said.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was at this person's property, and they were just doing this awesome little festival series outside, limited audience, and live streaming it during COVID.
Yeah.
So it was great. It was really
How
fun.
did they get the link up there? Like, you know, like it's hard to get the internets.
I don't know. Maybe they have like one of those.
Starlink
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know, but it worked. I mean, it was really fun. It was a great experience, and yeah, we did quite a few little outdoor shows. Luckily, we got to do that. We got to do the Drive and Jive, which was really fun in Fort Collins.
Is that the one that's by the highway? Like
Yeah.
just over the Wyoming border, or no?
Oh,
no.
no.
I did one up there during COVID, and it was right off I-25 on the right side.
Yeah, at the
that-
the drive-in movie theater.
I guess, yeah.
I think this
yeah.
one was off of like Shields in Fort Collins,
Oh,
though. It
no,
was
I
like
didn't
more
do that.
southwest
Okay.
Fort Collins.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no different, but awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are totally awesome, and thanks for coming up. And so hopefully we'll see you around the Front Range, writing more of these incredible songs. Check out Foxfeather, all the socials.
Foxfeathermusic.com, at Foxfeather on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You can check out our YouTube, where we have some awesome live stuff as well as our music videos. We have 3 really cool music videos out.
At Foxfeather Music.
At Foxfeather
Music. At Foxfeather Music. Did I say it wrong?
You said at Foxfeather.
Shoot. At
there are some other cool Foxfeather things out there.
At Foxfeather Music.
Foxfeather Music. Thanks to Carly Ricks Smith, Laura Stranton, Blake Smith, and Chad Mathis. Did I get it right?
Stratton.
I'm sorry. Stratton. Thanks to you guys for coming up. We have a new song that you guys haven't played, and I've not played, and we're just gonna.
It's gonna be great.
We're gonna play it.
We've played it. We just
it's
haven't played
called
it with you.
Tired of the Same.
Tired of the Same.
So
and thank you again, Brian, for having us and feeding us. And
well, thanks to Volume.com. They really give us a lot of support,
yeah.
and we love it. And yeah. All right. Here
and
we
thanks
go.
to everyone for tuning in too. Sorry.
Exactly. And if you haven't tuned in yet, we're thanking you for when you do see it.
Yeah, we're thanking you for later when you watch this back. All right.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
I've been doing good at a lot of things since you've been gone. I've been doing so right that it feels goddamn wrong. And I try and I try and I try, there's nowhere I belong. Turns out being a good girl, honey, well, it ain't too fun. I've been seeing the right people and taking care of myself. Been doing yoga and prioritizing my mental health. And it feels kinda nice when I sleep through the night. Turns out being a good girl, honey, well, it ain't quite right. told me I should listen to my heart.